And it's always my pleasure to highlight the Animal Protective Foundation. They do such a job located at 53 Maple Avenue over in Glenville. And they have an array of beautiful animals that are looking for homes. And we talked earlier about this. It's so nice to have that they have animals that are looking for homes, but your biggest hope is that you don't have to have all these unwanted animals. So Deborah Balliet is the executive director, and with her, she brought Kim Sweet, and Kim is the manager of, did I get that right? The manager of the Spay and Neuter Clinic. So let's talk about that.
Well, thank you for having us. We appreciate all the awareness that you help raise for us. Yeah, we have wonderful animals for adoption. Cats, dogs. We have 2 rabbits in right now.
Rabbits are great pets because you can litter box train them.
Yes, you can. I had them for 17 years.
Yeah, me too.
So we have these wonderful pets, and like you said earlier, that some of my most wonderful dog is Perfect came from a rescue.
Absolutely.
And so there's these wonderful pets, but there's too many. They're coming in because they're unwanted, they're unloved. People can't keep them usually from a circumstance of change in their home. And so what we're hoping to do, and one of the primary goals of our mission, is to help prevent unwanted pets. So for many years we had the mobile spay and neuter clinic in the RV that went around.
That's right.
That went away about probably 5 years ago. Even longer than that. It was hard to maintain it as an RV. And the board made a decision that obviously preventing unwanted animals remained a major tenet in what we wanted to do. So they went and raised about $1 million.
Bricks and mortar now.
And in August 2013, we opened our Spay and Neuter Clinic.
Wonderful.
We refer to it as high volume, low cost. Our goal is to reach out to people who cannot perhaps afford what the cost is in a regular vet clinic. So we serve that group, and we also serve rescues who are doing high volume. They're a group like Scruffs that has brought, I think, 300 feral cats into us. 400. Almost 400 this year already.
And they catch and release program, right?
Right, yeah. Trap, neuter, and return. And the volume, it's been amazing in just this 3 years. Last year, total, we spayed and neutered 2,600 animals.
Really?
Last year total was 2,800. This year we're already at 2,600, so we know we'll exceed.
Goodness.
It's early October.
Well, it means that there's going to be a lot less animals that are going to be
having babies and not have a home already lined up for them.
Do you do anything? And we're going to talk about the clinic, but do you do anything to encourage? It's so sad for me when somebody's had this cat for 10 years. They love the cat. They go into an apartment now, and the apartment says, "Oh, I'm sorry, we don't take cats." What a sad thing.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you're trying to encourage or keep listings of?
We do. On our website, we have a list. We actually recently updated it, and the list is actually kept with the local apartment association, but they list pet-friendly apartments.
Okay.
So we put that on our webpage, so if people are looking to move, that they can look there and hopefully go to a new place where they can take their pet. Because we understand it's very costly. People will take them often, but then also they have quite a number of fees associated with that.
Yeah, I know they do so much a month or something.
And it's probably important to know, many people may not, that our busiest time is the first of the month because people are moving and they have to surrender their animals.
Oh,
so
that's so sad. It's sad on just so many fronts. Yeah. Tell me how successful and things are going over at the Spay and Neuter Clinic.
Oh, they're going great. Again, thank you for having us here to spread the word that we're there and available to people that maybe can't afford a full cost veterinarian. We're there for people that we offer 2 pricing tiers. We have regular pricing, and then we have a pricing for people that receive public assistance. So if they're on Medicaid or Social Security disability, we're there to help them out. We have reduced pricing, and we're able to offer that through grants that we're receiving through the ASPCA and the donations that people give us. It really helps out. And so we want people to know that we're there and we're there to help them. And we brought some pictures along.
Yeah,
to
and
show the
I'm
clinic.
hoping, have they put them up yet? I've been looking at you. I've been looking at the screen. Greg, have you had them up? No. Yeah, there they are.
We do dogs and cats.
Okay.
So this is a photo of our cat room. This is where we intake the animals, and then this is the dogs that we're doing that day for surgery. and then they are prepped for surgery. And they are also examined prior to that. The veterinarian, our vet has been practicing for 9 years.
And who is your vet?
It's Dr. Jessica Durham,
Okay.
and she's been with us the 2 years. There she is doing surgery.
Okay.
The animals receive a full exam. They're prepped for surgery. Everything is sterilized. They're shaved. And this is what we call our beach. This is our recovery area. And all the animals here, they receive sugar lips. That's to help get their blood circulating and their sugar levels back up. They're given rice bags. They're heated up, and that whole beach area is a heated blanket.
What a great
and cushioned
idea,
area.
yeah.
And that way everybody is monitored very carefully to make sure that their body temperature and they're recovering and if they need any additional services. We clean ears, we clip nails, we do hernia repair if an animal has a hernia when they're in for surgery.
And you're located right at 53, right?
We're right next to the shelter.
Okay, so it's a new facility that went up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We've been there 2 years.
Yeah.
And like Deb said, we're working with different volume groups that do rescue in the area. One of our biggest ones this year has been Scruff. They do the trap.
Yep,
feral
I'm
cats.
familiar with that. Now, you don't receive any federal funds, is that correct?
No, we don't.
You don't receive any money from United Way or anything like that, or do you?
We are part of CFA and the United Way. We're
Okay.
listed, and then it's as people select us.
So you do
we
get
are
some
part
money,
of those, yeah.
but it's kind of minimal. What you really
Relative.
need to raise some money, and you do the Fire Plug 500 usually, and sometimes you have some nice events at the Water's Edge or something, wherever you end up. Do you have anything coming up?
Right,
Yeah,
well,
the Twilight.
Tales by Twilight Gala will be April 26th this
Yep,
year, and we're
okay.
actually just forming the volunteer committee to help organize that. So if anybody would like to be a part of that committee, and then we'll seek sponsors and awardees, and that's a lovely evening at the Glenn Sanders Mansion. And we raised all the money we raised last year went to the Spay and Neuter clinic, and it was 60,000 plus.
Oh, that was a nice
was the
sum,
net.
yeah.
And we just had the Fire Plug 500 in its 23rd year, and that netted 30 grand for the shelter and the clinic.
See, that's good. That's a nice boost.
And then, it's getting to be year end.
Well, you got to buy food. You got to buy towels or thing, to clean up after the animals. You got to pay people to be there.
Yeah.
There's so much that isn't outgoing. You stamps it in paper and all that,
Right, and our Spay and Neuter clinic, it's fully staffed with professionals. So we have one vet.
We have one vet, 2 licensed vet techs, and a vet assistant, and 2 office people.
Right,
Okay.
and the state-of-the-art equipment. We also can do dentals in there for the shelter. So we have a wonderfully equipped facility and well-staffed facility, and we're doing about an average 21, 22 spay and neuters per day.
Now, when you talk about spay and neuter, this is not just for the animals that you have at
Correct.
APF. It's for if
Public.
I have an animal at home and I can't really afford, a high-end, perhaps surgery and stuff, you'll take care of that.
Yes.
I mean, not you personally. Not unless you just got your degree.
You
don't want me
you call for an appointment,
Okay.
and they'll set you up. It takes us a little longer to get dogs in. We fill up with dog appointments sooner than we do with
Yeah,
cats
okay.
because they take a little longer and that
Okay.
sort of thing. And Kim and Stephanie give you all the information you need to know. Your dog may need to come in for a distemper ahead of time.
Yes.
If he doesn't have it,
Yeah,
but we
yeah,
provide
yeah,
that.
yeah. Okay.
Rabies shots.
We
those sorts of
provide
things.
rabies, distemper, heartworm for dogs,
Oh, my
heartworm
goodness.
testing, I should say.
So
and
you're not just a
Microchipping.
holding a station for animals. You carry the whole gamut.
We do, and people think of the old pound, and really our shelter and other shelters are not necessarily like that before.
No.
The times have changed. We have in the shelter our own veterinary staff, so animals receive a lot more care. Used to be if an animal needed a dental, it would go up for adoption, needing the dental, and then sometimes that was very prohibitive.
Yeah, because people didn't want to
And can be very costly to have tooth extractions. We now do most of those in-house.
Good.
So there's much higher level of care. We also work on more behavior issues because because oftentimes it's behavior issues that the animal might come to us. So through our pet academy, we have dog behaviorists on staff, our vets help with behavior issues. So people can call us if they're having trouble, because we'd rather keep that animal
In their home.
in the home
Yeah.
that loves them
Yeah.
and not have unwanted pets.
Exactly.
And then hopefully the ones that come through our doors, either they go back home after being spayed and neutered, or we get them a loving family. But
Well, we've been talking with Kim Balliet and also Kim.
You
Did
remind
I get
us.
my Kim Sweet and Ted Balliet? And we've been talking about the Animal Protective Foundation. It's one of my favorite places. Please go over there if you're looking for an animal. Do not buy from these pet warehouses or whatever they are, you know, the breeders that seem to just love to keep producing them and wearing the females out. So anyway, check them out and make a donation. Have some, you know, encourage people to keep their pets. And if you're a landlord, you know, think about the person that's renting from you, right? Thank you for being here today. Okay, good.
Yeah, lots
Good,
to get in.
good.